And the Alamo.
Right, and the Alamo.
Yeah. Check out Fox Nation coming soon.
Yeah, very soon, the 27th. Meanwhile, 17 minutes before the top of the hour, President Trump says the answers are finished for special counsel Robert Mueller.
It's an easy card to play, that the race, but when you're incompetent at your job and both parties agree, I'm not sure race is the problem. Missing ballots, counting unlawful votes.
Polls, and they take time to go to the polls. Their voices should count. Their voices should be heard. And when you see a system fail like this, you don't have trust in the system, and you should as a voter.
Yeah, and she's been there for over 50.
Look back at some of the controversies that have surrounded her. 2004, General, long list
Yeah,
of things.
so this is fraud. This is corruption. Look, they're qualified to take this position.
Yeah, got to be someone who's not biased.
And that's somebody that can count, apparently, too.
All right, thank you so much. We'll be on outnumbered.
That'll work if you
Not
can
bad.
get it. All right. You normally like to see Pete. You know, we do breakfast with friends here, and sometimes Pete actually takes breakfast to you. He'll go out on the road.
Yeah, we hit the diners.
Yeah.
Do the diner segments, right? A little earlier, we had, a little Black Friday early segment. And sometimes, we get to bring home a little maple syrup, or maybe there's a little extra. Pete decided he wanted to take home the waffle iron.
Literally just lifted it up.
She
and it's
offered
like,
it to
this
me.
is mine.
Check this out.
I'll see you guys later.
Think of this backlash against the Disney princesses that I grew up watching. I watched Snow White, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, and I managed to grow up a self-empowered woman. I'm not a damsel in distress. So what do you make of this backlash? I'm going around in society where people are saying, you know what, for a long time women were oppressed, now women are coming out. You have the Me Too movement now, very self-empowered movement. What about people who say, well, it would be great if these cartoons reflected that, so that young girls, very young, would learn that they don't need a Prince Charming to come rescue them? Well, actually, for you, has been not welcome so much.
It has not been welcome. Like I said, we have actually blocked. And in fact, in our home, we have now blocked the Disney Channel because my child does not need them, nor do we look to them to parent our child, right? I mean, I love Belle from Beauty and the Beast. They need to stick with the fun and fairy tale and imaginary kind of life, right? Because life is heavy enough all by itself.
What about
that Disney step a little bit further outside of their hyper liberal bubble and begin to take a look at the fabric of America these days?
Yeah, and when you watch these cartoons, what people forget is when your children are watching them, you're often right next to them and they're asking you questions. So
Have you heard of the show Last Man Standing?
Yeah.
Sure
Millions of people watch it. It's on Fox.
Of course we love it.
Another network rejected it. Fox took it. It's a gangbusters hit.
Yep.
And Tim Allen's the star, and he makes some jokes. Turns out people like him, and they're funny.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's funny is he likes to take on the left, and he says this in India.
Yourself every now and then. I feel like conservatives are really good at that. I laugh at myself all day long.
All the time.
And we laugh at you. No?
And you should laugh at me.
We laugh at Pete a lot.
I'm okay with that. Laugh with me, at me, whatever you want. Well, Michael Knowles, a conservative who knows how to laugh as well, was on our program earlier today and talked about what Tim Allen understands that a lot on the left don't. Listen, on TV, they want to watch entertainment or an award show or sports, and they just want to watch that.
Yeah, and he said in the interview, Tim Allen, that a lot of times when people come up to him on the street or an airport or something, they can't separate Tim Allen, the man, and the character he plays on the show. So they assume he's this hardcore conservative, and they want to battle with him. And he says, wait, are you talking to Tim Allen? Or are you talking to the guy on the show? Because his point, I think, is that some on the left can't even distinguish that because they just want to fight with him.
Yep. And also he's quite brave, actually, for coming out of Hollywood and saying this about liberals. That's quite a brave statement. I'm sure a lot of his liberal friends in Hollywood aren't happy that he's saying, hey, guys, lighten up.
Exactly. And I don't care what Tim Allen's politics are.
I don't
He's
either.
a good, funny actor. He could be left, he could be right, and he's taken advantage of a market space that's wide open right now.
So what do you
think?
think?
For him.
Can liberals laugh at themselves?
Can they laugh at themselves? How about us? Do we do well laughing? I think I do a pretty good job. We are turning now to your headlines. Look at this.